Okay. Oh, okay. I watched another clip. Now you was actually on the Oprah Winfrey show, but I think you was on there. She was talking about the Living Single performance. How did that come about? Because it was a short clip. It wasn't like the whole episode. If you could just talk about that, being on the Oprah show and having her shout your name out, that's amazing.
Yeah, actually, if you get to see the whole episode, it's on YouTube somewhere, or it's on my webpage, leslieseeger.com. I
Okay.
got a call from one of her producers where they were like, Oprah wants to learn to dance. We want you to teach her, but she can't dance. So I never got to meet her before, and I had to pick up
Mhm.
something simple. So I'm like, well, let me just do the bank head bounce. It's a little, all it is shoulders. I ain't got to worry about feet. And so I ended up teaching her the whole bank head, tried to put a little something on it. And then you kind of see how awkward our little Miss Oprah is. And it was great to be on that show. Are you kidding? It was like the number one show on the planet. And to be featured as a dancer, and a choreographer on that. Listen, it doesn't get any better than that. And it's just, and still to that day, my mother's like, how did that happen? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you know,
Let me
so.
see. We got 4 minutes left. I got one more question, but I just want to, man, salute you again because all of these things you're doing. If a person did one of these things, they would talk about it for the rest of their life. Write a book about it, do a movie about it, and you could put 100 people together that haven't did, the things that you have worked hard to continuously do. So let me see. Rap City. That was my first introduction to you. So it's an honor to interview you. You the queen of interviews. So if you could just talk about that a little bit, who are some of your favorite guests or some of your most memorable episodes?
Oh wow. My most memorable episodes. I started that show in '93. And I got that show because Madeline Woods from Video LP had her show. She had me on as a guest, as a dancer and a choreographer. I sat on the couch. The producers upstairs realized that I had relationships with all these artists, like real personal relationships, stuff that you couldn't, there wasn't even Google then, but you know. And so I auditioned, I got it, and it turned out to be one of the most magnificent shows. And I had really great producers who taught me how to be a talent, because there were some earlier episodes where just like it's a car crash. You know what I'm saying? But my best ones for me were like Dove C, who like busted my low rider cherry because he was the first one to take me and had me in a low rider doing our thing. Razcast was dope because we got to go in a helicopter together, doing stuff with like Beanie Man and Capleton. And Buju Banton, we went to Jamaica, so we got to do that whole
Wow.
dance hall era, which was great. And the island showed us so much love, like it was crazy. Exhibit and I were on jet skis. Some of the best conversations though were with like EPMD, DJ Premier, Ice T, because those guys really had stuff to say. They weren't the cats at the time. It was just like, what I'm saying, I keep it real. Like they gave you history lessons and information, and talk to you about their deal structures or bad promoters and all that other stuff. So those were some of the best conversations I had.
Wow, wow, that's amazing. I truly appreciate you sharing that. So, I mean, you done did radio, you done did dancing, you did journalism, you done did acting. What are you doing now? Are you retired, or do you have any upcoming projects that we could look for? Do you have a book out, a documentary, a movie, or anything that we can?
Well, don't ever say the R word to me. I'm never retiring, even if I win the
Right,
lottery. That'll never happen. Like I said, I got too much energy. My
right.
list of dreams and bucket list is really, really long, and I'm only halfway there. So, um,
Wow.
only halfway. I started to transition as a director, so I'm working on what started off as going to be a dance documentary is now turning into what I want it to be, a limited series. So I'm just now we shot a trailer for the first marketing tool that we can go after to get some funding and to get placement. So pray for your girl that I get picked up and that, this is
Definitely.
the next thing for me. And then I still haven't, accomplished my female action hero role. So a girl is still backflipping if you go on page. But I'm like, woo, I need an ice bath and some ibuprofen. So somebody better come scoop me up real quick so I can get a couple of backflips in on screen. And that's kind of it for now. Yes, a book will come. I'll do, it's not going to be like a salacious tell all. Sorry, y'all. I need to still be able to get into these rooms with these people. But it will tell a lot of behind the scenes from my life in radio, dance, choreography on the road with such artists and interviews and shit that happened behind the scenes that was just crazy. And, working with these artists like the Fugees and Outkast and Tupac and Biggie from, they're doing some of their first.
Wow.
So
That's amazing. So yeah, I want to thank you again, Queen. Please continue the great work. I didn't know that you had did all of these things, and I'm sure the average person they may not know, but now they know. Hopefully, and we want to see more from you. We definitely look forward to you doing bigger and better things. Like you say, you only halfway there, and that's amazing. Still looking good, still working hard, still doing great things. So thank you.
Taye, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I wish you continued success, my fellow journalists.
Right, right. So thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been another episode of Taye Speaks. Until next time, family. Peace.